Hello and welcome to a very special video. This is Moving Past Games Workshop Part 2, Breaking the FOMO Cycle. Now, one of the worst things that Games Workshop ever did was bring in FOMO. And what is FOMO? Fear of missing out. It's a tactic meant to take advantage of people's impulse to favor new and exciting and or shiny things. Often this targets people on the spectrum and of people who have addictions, aka low impulse control. Now, the reason they do this is to basically take advantage of bad controls for people and get people to make purchases of the thing, because to them they ultimately don't care if you pay your bills, get enough food for your the month, or pretty much any of that, or even pay your insurance. They don't care as long as they got that purchase. Remember, GW is a company. It has no actual morals. It has no moral high ground, and all it cares about is eating the delicious cash out of your wallet. So, how do we get someone out of this FOMO cycle? Well, we had to fundamentally understand how this works. So, for most people, when they see something new, it triggers a part of their brain in which it seems interesting and exciting, and they feel an attraction towards it. Now, depending, for most people, it triggers a mild interest that fades. And for some people, especially if they have bad impulse controls or something else that might make them exceptionally easy for this to work on, they can find it where they will make bad decisions in the short term towards this. So it's like meeting someone from a different country and you find them interesting and you kind of want to interact with them. It's a way for you to kind of understand. In a primitive manner, it's a way for you to understand if something's a danger or not to you. But to go on from there, how do we handle dealing with this situation? Well, here's a rule I developed and I helped a few people get out of this kind of cycle with. It's called the 30-day rule. So, let's say Games Workshop is going to put out the new Super Hoover 5000. And you go, wow, that looks cool and shiny, and I want to buy it because, wow, new and shiny. Well, the 30-day rule goes by this. You find out what day it's going to release, and then you go, I cannot purchase this until 30 days after that point. And once you get to the 30-day period, you have to ask yourself a fundamental question. Is this something I have any actual use for? Do I have an army that this makes any sense for? Is this something I really actually wanted? And if any of the answers are no, then you don't buy it. If any of the answers are yes, then you consider if you need it now, or if you can just simply put a few bucks aside for a couple more months and then pick it up later. The point is when you're trying to get yourself out of this, it's not to immediately go cold turkey. I'm not telling you to cut everything off. Now, if you can do that, fantastic. If you can't, make small, basically take small steps and build towards bigger ones. So with 30-day rule, this gets you into a habit of asking yourself, is it something I really want? Is this something that I really feel like putting that kind of money out? Is this something that is going to fit with what I already have? And you give yourself what we could call a cool down period. Those 30 days helps you build perspective and to get some time where you're seeing the model out in the wild, you're seeing other people dealing with it, and the new and shiny effect wears off effectively in the third person without you having to purchase something and then put it on your shelf and go, what do we do with this? And then eventually, sell it, or your kids find it and then wonder what the heck was going on with dad or mom or whatever. The point is I'm trying to make is when you're trying to get yourself off purchasing things like a hobby, it's not about not playing the game anymore. If you have the old rules or you got other rules you want to play with, then by all means go ahead and do that. You're going to save money on it. If you already have, well, models, then just put those models together, paint them up, and play with them. By the time you'd even consider something new, you're going to be probably a couple months down the road. The point I'm making is that you're giving yourself time and giving yourself perspective will help you be able to make better purchases fewer times, and then eventually bring yourself out of that habit of buying things, out of looking at their newest releases and all of these things that you don't necessarily need to be doing. You can also start taking some of that time and put it towards other things. Maybe you want to check out another miniatures game. Maybe you want to check out Conflict 47 or Mocker or Halo Flashpoint or the StarCraft tabletop. Maybe you want to actually get into some RPGs. Maybe you want to play some old school Renaissance games, aka kind of old style D&D games. Maybe you want to play Legend of the Five Rings or 4th edition, by the way. Just let me be that guy. 4th edition L5R. Or, when you want to play a Palladium game like Rifts or something. The thing is that what you're going to give yourself is perspective. You're going to lower your spending habits. You're going to have more control over your spending habits. And you can give yourself that little bit of leeway that you might be able to go and check other games out. Try other things. Maybe get other people to give things a try. That's all I'm trying to do, and hopefully that helps to develop a habit, and we'll be getting to the next part soon. Guys, have a fantastic day, and stay warm during the storm. Bye-bye!